Hi guys, veriax here with a video that's difficult to make. I have screwed up basically pretty badly, and Morrowind's dead. So what happened is I have okay. So I feel like my dad's died. Um, I decided that I was going to play Nerim, the Oblivion mod, and so was installing that. And I was installing Oblivion from CDs, that's all I got it in, and I couldn't get the game to patch. And it turned out I was using the wrong file because I was using the Oblivion patch when I should have been using the Bloodborne patch. That's by the by. So, and I thought it might have been because I was installing it in the wrong directory, and I was installing it in my sort of games drive on my computer and in the Bethesda Softworks thing. So I took it out of that and put it into the C drive, and then that didn't work either. Then I realised what the problem was. But the problem was, the thing is, and then it worked, so that's fine. So Nehirium works, brilliant. But somehow, like a doofus, I somehow deleted the Bethesda Softworks folder, and that contained Morrowind. And it also contained all the backups of Morrowind, because even though I did make backups of the Morrowind install, I kept them more or less in the same place, which now that I look at it is really stupid. But it's just something that I just never even considered, that I would just delete the entire folder. But I did. I don't remember doing it, but it's not there. And as I was about to start streaming properly last night, just as I was about to go with Gothic, I realised the icon wasn't there, so I did a system restore to see if I could get it back, and I couldn't, because that drive isn't linked to the C drive, which all the system restore stuff's on, so I can't get it back that way. I have tried covering it with like some software I got online, and I found like some files, so I got all the save files of it, so I thought, and but there was still, even though it had only just happened, there was still some corruption, because I'd sort of been testing with Gothic and stuff, and so there was some Gothic files over the save files and everything like that. But I thought I can salvage this, and I can maybe get it to work. So what I did was I spent the last 2 days reinstalling Morrowind, trying to get the load orders the same, and install all the mods exactly the same, get exactly the same kind of loadout as I did before, and I think I've done that to the best of my ability. And the game works, but it doesn't read the old save files. And when I look into it, the old save files are actually blank. There's nothing in them. If I open them with sort of Notepad and a normal save file, it's full of gobbledygook, full of information the game can read. The ones that have been recovered from the old install are pretty much blank. There's nothing on them. There's not much on any of the files, because I recovered everything on the file before I started messing with it. Everything on the drive I recovered that had been deleted, and it was a massive dump of information. But that's sort of the best I could do without spending a lot of money on data that probably would have been corrupted anyway, at least in part. So then reinstalled it and tried to get it work, and I can't get any save games to load. So that's kind of it. That's the long and short of it, is that I deleted Morrowind and all the backups and all the save files, and can't really recover any of it now. And now I have a fresh install of Morrowind with exactly the same loadout, but the mods will not load, because even though the mod files, the saves won't load, because even though the save files were apparently saved, recovered, when I open them, they're actually not there. It's just a blank file with the save game.ess on the end of it. Obviously, wire mashing stuff doesn't work because of that, and it doesn't matter what kind of sort of manipulation I do with load order or anything like that, it won't load anything. It will play a game fine. I can start a new character absolutely fine. So that's awful. It's terrible. I am so sorry for everyone who has invested time in watching it. I am completely good. It's important to keep perspective on this, because no one's died or anything. But I know a lot of you really invested in it, and it's done. I can't. I lost everything. I lost everything. Pure basic human error and lack of backups in different areas. I had two backups of it, but they were all in the same bloody folder. So I thought, well, if one gets corrupted, I could just like copy it in, and that's really handy. But I've never had anything like this happen before. I mean, Oblivion lasted for ages and everything, and so I've no experience of losing stuff like this. And so now that it's happened, it's pretty gutting. I'm absolutely gutted. Both like for myself because I really like playing the game. I really like the character. I really like the way it was going, and for you guys because you've been watching it for over a year. If you've stuck with it, then you don't deserve this. But there's nothing I can do. I just screwed up. I broke the game. I deleted the game entirely. So, and yeah, the save games weren't stored in the bad documents folder or anything like that. They were purely in the Morrowind /saves folder. That's where they all were. So there's no way. I mean, I know you guys probably may think maybe offer help and stuff, and maybe do this and that, but I'm 99.9% sure that it is done. It is finished. And sorry if I seemed to be on edge on the stream last night, but that was precisely why. Because I think that in my heart I kind of knew that I'd lost everything. Having realised that a system restore didn't fix it. I don't know if it would have anyway, really, but it was on the wrong drive for that, and just I didn't take the proper precautions. So it's done. We have to end it outside of Cocaroon with no real rounding off or conclusion at all. So I don't know what I'm going to do now, really. I can only offer my heartfelt apologies for all of you who have watched the LP and become invested in it, like myself. I screwed up, and there's not much I can do about it except apologise. I don't know what happens now. I'm going to take a break, so I'll see you when I next see you. But I'm really down about this. Like I said, perspective is important, and there are worse things going on in the world. But I'm just so gutted for you guys. I just feel so guilty, But yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go, but hope you guys take care and all that kind of thing. And I shall see you when I next see you. Until then, thank you very much. Toodaloo.